Pablo can also tell the friend that he's leaving behind 9 consecutive quarters of deceleration in the rate of economic recovery and expansion, and a projected decline of 1.5% by the end of this fiscal year, coming from the governor of the Bank of Jamaica. We know that it will be deeper than that. He's also leaving behind a budget that is 45 billion short, that is before the 50 billion for Hurricane Beryl.
Bless up my people, welcome back to the channel, welcome back to a brand new video. And my people, in this one we're gonna follow up on the whole breaking news yesterday where we learned that Nigel Clarke has resigned as the MP for the Northwest St. Andrew and as the Minister of Finance of Jamaica to take up the second highest post at the International Monetary Fund, that's the IMF. And so whole heap talks out there now in social media circle. We're seeing some people, running up and down, talking about who is bad mind, from who, and this is mostly from, the whole Jamaica Labour Party's support base. Say people bad mind and Nigel a Rhodes Scholar and he is the best finance minister of Jamaica. But while the People's National Party and many others congratulate him, nothing wrong with a one seeking to go, greener pastures. If it works out pay-wise, then people are going to gravitate to that. And I am sure that he is not the first finance minister who would have gotten such an offer from the IMF, but let's not get into that. And so back in 2012, when the People's National Party member who was once the president of the Senate said that he was taking his family, that's Stanley Redwood, when he said he was taking his family and they were migrating to Canada, the very same Labour right them beat him like slave, cuss him, say him a sellout, say him not patriotic, he's not for Jamaica, right? And in a case like this, fast forward to 2024, we see Nigel Clarke leaving so many unanswered questions, leaving so many incomplete tasks to take up a post like this. Oh, all of a sudden, others are bad-minded. And oftentimes them just throw around this bad mind slang for no apparent reason at all. But heartiest congratulations to him. But before you go, Nigel Clarke, a whole heap of unanswered question what the people would like for you to answer before you go. But before me get into that aspect, my people, Nigel Clarke stands to receive approximately 451,000 US dollars. That's over $70 million annually as the Deputy Managing Director at IMF. And he was currently getting his salary as the Minister of Finance in Jamaica at $24.5 million per year. So we could argue all we want, but this man has been looking for a greener pasture. It don't come overnight. This man here look for jump ship long before. And as me say, a whole heap of unanswered questions where the people would like to be answered before you go, Nigel Clarke. And so, my people, may have the economist Ralston Hyman weighing in. And he's reminding Jamaica of this Rhodes Scholar that they say, I don't know who call him the Rhodes Scholar, and of this best finance minister, as they say, to come and let the people know all of this before you go. Take a listen to what Ralston is saying, my people.
Pablo can also tell the friend that he's leaving behind 9 consecutive quarters of deceleration in the rate of economic recovery and expansion, and a projected decline of 1.5% by the end of this fiscal year, coming from the governor of the Bank of Jamaica. We know that it will be deeper than that. He's also leaving behind a budget that is 45 billion short. That is before the 50 billion for Hurricane Beryl. 50 is also leaving behind the exchange rate trading at 158.50. Yeah, inflation is running at 5.1% for the period, the over year July. Yeah, he's leaving behind a poverty rate of 20%. Yeah, and leaving SSL unresolved and with the highest energy costs in the world, which makes our exporters uncompetitive. So the trade deficit for the first quarter was $1.373 billion. He's leaving all of those things behind, the greatest finance minister we have ever had. Vital agricultural sector is also in a state of devastation. The ATM machines are still not working. The rent-seeking oligopolists in the financial sector still dominating the sector, holding back the economy. He's leaving behind all of those things. None of those things have been fixed. The monetary transmission mechanism is still not working properly. There's still a whole lot of confusion in the public sector after we paid Ernst & Young $1 billion to tell us how to do the transformation.
And not only that, just to add a few more, he's leaving behind the 400 and odd unresolved leased building that they lease for 3 to 4 years, right? And we can't know who owns the second building and what will happen to the whole TAJ, right, my people? So even with him approving the 200 and 300% increases for the parliamentarians, it still wasn't enough to keep him in Jamaica. So when you see the teachers them and the nurses them a leave, you have to keep their mouth shut. Some want to keep their mouth shut because this serving MP and this serving Minister of Finance was willing to ditch Jamaica for a post at the IMF. We also need to know about the unregulated non-profits foundation that was under his name, my people, and what of the donor list that he got up to 91 million according to an investigation done by Zara Burton. So as we see it there, my people, a whole heap of unanswered questions, a whole heap of things that needs to be resolved from the best finance minister in the history of Jamaica. And just to add, my people, it's alleged that his post as finance minister will be filled by no other than Favour Williams, who is the current Minister of Education, and we see in the education system, my people. Favour Williams was the very same one that he used to come and state the whole shortfall in the budget. And there were some questions that was raised that Favour couldn't even answer. That's where we see the bad dog Everal Warmington basically while her up in a parliament, my people. So, make we see what going on now. It's also alleged that the Prime Minister and the Minister of Energy, Darrell Vaz, was not aware of the great deal of waiver that the Finance Minister, Nigel Clarke, had given to JPS as it pertains to, fuel importation and all of that. And so it said that there was a big brawl, and Darrell Vaz basically tackle him and wile him up and, and then Nigel just back out the resignation out and back pocket. So this has been, in the works for a longer time. But I guess, Nigel wanted to drop it on them at the appointed time. And so him drop it right now, my people. So he's leaving the 31st of October 2024. On the way in, my people, drop phone comments in the comment section. Tell me what you think about everything that was unfolded in this video. Drop on the comments and let me know if there is anything more that will need to be resolved before this minister leaves. Talk up, my people. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to the channel, or run over to my other platform, Facebook and TikTok. Follow me over there at Anisabel Rose. Get my TikTok to at least 1K followers, my people. Run go over there and support the movement. Get this video to at least 3,000 likes. Like up the video, share out the videos. If you're new, subscribe to the channel. On the road to 20K. Stay tuned for more videos. Stay tuned for more updates. Remember, my people, run go support this young lady on the GoFundMe that I've created for her. Support her in accomplishing her dream of getting her degree. My people, it's her final year, so even a dollar will help. It goes a far way. Share out the link to as many people as possible. Stay tuned. Big up on yourself.